Hi and welcome to another GCSE PE in 3, another mini topic for a GCSE PE revision in around 3 minutes. So I've done a PowerPoint because I want you to see some diagrams and pictures of the blood cells. So this first one's a really good picture, shows you a cutaway blood vessel, and then it's got blown up the blood cells, the red blood cells, the white blood cells, the plasma and the platelets, so you can see them. Okay, so let's get into each one in more detail. So red blood cells, now they contain hemoglobin. Now hemoglobin attracts the oxygen into the red blood cell. The red blood cell will then take it away from the lungs and carry it to where it's needed. Now for us in sport, that's the working muscles. When it gets to the working muscles, myoglobin in the muscle attracts the oxygen away. It transports it around the whole body. As well as the muscles, it takes it to all the organs and cells that the body needs oxygen. Now the red blood cells, if you've got more of them in your body, that's going to improve your cardiovascular endurance because you're going to deliver more oxygen in each heartbeat because you've got more red blood cells. More red blood cells carry more oxygen. Now the more oxygen you've got, the higher speed you can run in, let's say, a 1500 meter race for a longer period of time before you start getting lactic acid. So it's really important. If you can train and get more red blood cells, you're going to be able to train at a higher speed. Athletes can also do this by going and doing altitude training, so training at high altitude in mountainous areas. The oxygen levels are less, they're less dense, and therefore your body changes inside you and creates more red blood cells to pick up as much oxygen as possible. Now white blood cells, they're really important as well for us. They help us fight infections and pathogens. They're also known as leukocytes. And what they do is when an infection or a virus comes into your body, they fight it. They either use antibodies or they consume the pathogen. They help us stay free from most illnesses. This helps us maintain consistency and not miss training or matches. So you might not be able to link that immediately to sports, saying, well, they don't deliver oxygen or bring away waste products. But what they allow you to do is they allow you to stay free from illness, have good physical health, and allow you to train and play so you don't lose your spot and you can maintain really high levels of fitness. Blood platelets, okay? Now these are the ones that create scabs. They create clots where there's damage to your soft tissues, such as your blood vessels and your skin, and they'll seal it up. They'll create a clot and a scab to stop the blood leaking out, but also they stop infection coming into your body. While they're doing that, they start to repair the damaged tissue, so they seal you up. So you know what happens when your scab eventually falls off, underneath has been healed and sealed. Now in sport, if you get injured, those platelets go to work. They repair any cuts so you could carry on playing. If you got a minor cut in a game, the platelets might do a good enough job immediately and stop the blood flowing, and therefore you're allowed to carry on, because in some sports you have to stop if you're bleeding. It might be you get injured, a bruise, and the platelets internally clot the blood and restrict the amount of blood loss into that area and restrict that injury, therefore allowing you to continue to play or train or come back quicker from injury. And the last one is plasma. Now this is the liquid part of your blood. So it's the bit that contains all the other cells. So it's water-based. It transports all the other cells around the body, allows them to get to where they need to. If you didn't have high plasma levels, the blood wouldn't flow as smoothly, it wouldn't be able to flow as quickly, and the oxygen and the CO2 couldn't be removed and dropped off as quick because the delivery would be slower. It also has another job. It carries around hormones, so signals around the body, that's what hormones are, and it also carries around the glucose to where it's needed to make energy. And one last thing it does is, where it meets CO2, let's say in a working muscle as a waste product, it picks it up and dissolves it into the plasma, ready to be got rid of in the body when it gets to your lungs. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If you want to check out the other revision videos, I've got a playlist called GCSE PE in 3. I've also got some longer videos on GCSE PE as well. Good luck.